Let's take a look at what happened to Tesla stock yesterday. So we closed at 263.55. That's down $9.58, 3.51% down. So let's take a look at the facts and then let's see how we can profit from those facts. So fact number one, we are still into a downward channel. So Tesla is supposed to go down. It's supposed to go down as a whole temporarily. Yes, we have some moves up, like we had not too long ago, which we profited from, so this is perfectly fine. Now we are seeing some weakening. Recently, we closed above 273.79, which is an important support that was used in the past, last year in 2024, and also in 2023. This is a number that we have a hard time getting above, 273.79. Because at that point, at that price point, sellers are more numerous than buyers. As simple as that. Why? Nobody really knows. Each person makes their own mind, but as a whole, if we look at the overall market, this is what is happening. Recently, for a couple of days, so from Monday, March 24th, we had 2 days where we had a bit more buyers than sellers above 272.79, but those buyers are gone. So nobody wants to pay higher than 273.79 to get a share. So this is an interesting information. So whatever happened right here, whatever the news was, it's gone. So people are no longer willing to buy. So now the next stop is going to have to check what is going to happen at 252.14. 252.14 was a resistance recently, and now it's becoming support, and nobody knows if this is going to hold. So this is something that we are going to have to watch and discover together. Stochastic is below 60. When a stock does not have stochastic over 60, any move up is really hard to believe. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, yeah, some of us on Discord have shorted below 266.32 after breaking 273.79. Tesla had a little bit of support at 266.32. It was better to wait for that. It was better to wait for Tesla stock to break that lower before shorting. So this short is still in profit. We'll see what happens next week. There's a probability that things go back up. We never know, but so far, this is looking good. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. VIX, we had a big climb yesterday, so we climbed 2.98. So VIX is at 21.66. Each time VIX is above 20, the stock market goes down. So it's not a good idea to hold stock when this happens. Recently, things were cooling off. The VIX was coming down. We had a little bit of a move up right here. That's not too bad, but on Friday, this is really not the time to get into much of anything. It's the time to short. If we take a look at the bonds, we had been closing above 4.33 for the past 3-4 days. Now a big move down. If we take a look at Dow Jones, okay, this is just perfection. We had a downward channel. We are still into this downward channel. When we had the move up starting March 13th, we knew that this was maybe just a pullback up, and exactly this is what happened. We are caving in again. So the stock market is trending down, my friend. SPX, the same thing. We had a little bit of a move up recently, but we are continuing down. So we need to adjust. We need to adjust this downward trend. This is the new trend that we have right here. I'm going to remove the previous one that we had. This is the overall trend. We have even broken below 55.98. So next stop is going to be 54.92. Nasdaq, same thing. We had a bit of a pullback not too long ago. Now we are resting on 19.231. If we break that, this is going to be a short opportunity. Down to 18.447. And Russell did the same thing. It went a little bit higher here. And when I say a move without stochastic is not to be believed, look at this. It went higher, boom. It did not last. This is why we have stochastic. It is telling us when things are going to last. Let's take a look at the overall market. Look at this, all red. In terms of economic data, we have the core PCE price index month over month. This was forecasted to be at 0.2, is at 0.4. So inflation is coming up. So this is the largest increase since January 2024. It surpassed the forecast of 0.3. And annually, the core PCE inflation rate increased to 2.8% above market expectations of 2.7. This was a really bad news on Friday. This did not help at all what happened. Let's take a look at some Tesla news that we are getting piped into Discord server. Suspect arrested in connection to fires set at Las Vegas Tesla facility. Great. Texas man busted by Tesla's Sentry mode after allegedly ramming four-wheeler into multiple vehicles. Great. They are getting caught. There are no reasons to vandalize somebody's property. Tesla stock faces another price target cut as HSBC predicts a brutal 50% downside. This is why we are doing technical analysis, you guys. This is exactly why. Tesla is a great company. They have great products. But even in this downturn, technical analysis allowed us to find this temporarily move up. And if you played your cards, you made money like we did right here. This is why technical analysis is so useful. Because even amongst negative news, we can have some moves up. And even amongst positive news, we can have some moves down. And it's not the news that count. It's the stock chart that counts. This is what counts. This is what we are trading on. This is what we are buying the stock. This is what we are selling the stock. We are not buying the news. We are not selling the news. We are not buying the company's fundamentals. We are buying the stock. And yes, there's a correlation between news and stock. It's not a perfect causation, it's a correlation. And we don't need to even look at that correlation. We can just look at the end result, the stock price, and we have all the information that we need in order to decide when to buy. We have done this in the past. Look at my Friday, January 20th video in 2023. I say that this is the time to buy. Look at my video, May 22nd, 23. This is the time to buy. So each of these yellow arrows are times to buy on the daily chart. There are additional buys on the 1 hour chart. But we are following a very rigorous process and we are right most of the time. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening.